Hey guys, what's up? It's theidestiny. So today I am reviewing the Focus blend, and this is one of the newest blends right now from MONQ. So what I'm going to do today is actually kind of give you guys an overview of some of the specs on the Focus blend, as well as what I think MONQ is trying to do, as well as my own results from using this over the past couple days. Now, don't forget to subscribe. As many of you guys know, I've reviewed almost every single MONQ product there is out on the market right now. So I'm going to link that playlist above here if you guys are kind of considering which MONQ you should get versus others, and the MONQ R versus just the regular essential oil diffusers. All that info will be linked up here, as well as in the description box. And I did receive this complimentary. They did send it to me to try out and review for you guys, but as you guys know, I'm always going to give you guys the true tea. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into this because I feel like with this blend in particular, there's kind of a lot of information to go over. So let's get through it. This blend in particular is supposed to focus on productivity, and clarity. That means kind of your visual acuity, how you see things, the contrast between light and dark. Sorry if you guys hear my neighbors jumping above. I don't know what the heck they're doing. Boost your productivity and help you to focus a little bit better. This MONQ in particular is the only one on the MONQ website currently that has nootropics in it. This term, I know it's kind of like a weird, kind of ethereal seeming phrase. I mean, when I first saw it on the website, I didn't really know what it meant. And then I kind of scrolled down and read through the specs. So it's a brain boosting substance, which improves memory and stimulates the brain. Sorry, I had to like read it because it's, yeah. Anyways, so that's what a nootropics is, or nootropic is. This is the first essential oil diffuser that I've seen kind of on the market that has that in it. I know there's been lots of other brands kind of popping on the market, creating their own essential oil diffusers, as many of you know. And so I feel like this is kind of MONQ's first attempt at really differentiating themselves from the rest of the market and coming out with something that's innovative and different, which is really cool. Just because I feel like a lot of other brands are creating kind of similar essential oil blends or flavors or scents, if you will, kind of knocking off each other and kind of like looking and seeing what the next person's doing. So I really like the fact that MONQ is really taking the initiative to be a little bit more innovative. That way it kind of continues to kind of push this market and give us really cool products. Now this blend in particular, if you go on their website, there's actually this really long list of all the research that they've done to even create this blend. I guess a bunch of doctors like got together and did a whole bunch of exams and tests. They even had it where they tested people. What are those charts called when you go to the eye doctor and it has like all the letters? I'm gonna link it above here. I don't remember off the top of my head. But they tested people actually with those kind of posters using the Focus blend to see if they were able to get more clarity after using it. So I thought that was really interesting, just to see all that science being put into it, because I feel like with essential oil diffusers, a lot of times it's kind of like this elusive, holistic kind of marketing that you see a lot of times with these things. Oh, you know, this particular essential oil blend was used, you know, hundreds of years ago or 1,000 years ago with this certain civilization, and this is what they used it for, which is great. I absolutely love like that holistic approach, but it's just really cool to see them also backing it with science and really putting a lot more effort into it, making this blend a little bit stronger, and really doing those kind of acuity tests and test for productivity and clarity and that sort of thing. So if you guys are interested, there's a lot of science and research and stuff in that PDF, but you can go and download it on their website. When you click on the actual Focus MONQ blend, it has like all the specs and stuff there. Some of it is a little complex to kind of process through, but I'm just gonna try to give you like the basics of it. So nootropics, it's the first essential oil diffuser currently on the market right now that has that in it, kind of those brain boosting substances in there, which is really cool. Now the Focus blend in particular is only available in the MONQ R. I know you guys are like looking like, why do you have this case? So all the cases are interchangeable. So I had my Zen pods in here, and you can actually kind of mix and match. It's not like, oh, if you buy a Zen, you know, MONQ R, you can only use Zen with the base. No, it's just a battery, literally. So you just kind of screw on whatever essential oil blends that you want from their line, and they'll all fit. So I thought that was really cool. But it's currently only available in the MONQ R, which are $99. But I think currently there might be a sale going on. I think they're like 69 bucks or something. So good idea to pick one up. During the filming of this video, I think they're around 69. But also, if you guys are interested, I have a 10% discount code in the description box for you guys to check out if you're interested in getting, you know, this or maybe even something else. Now, if you get the pod by itself, you can get these in individual pods, so you would have to have a MONQ R already. But these individual pods for the MONQ R Focus Blend are $15, as are the rest of them. Rest of the individual pods for the MONQ R. Now, one thing that I've noticed with MONQ is there's usually like 3 or 4, I think mostly just 3 major essential oil blends that are in the diffusers, and then there's usually a smaller amount of like a bunch of other ones kind of like mixed in. This one, I don't see that. Usually on the actual diffuser, it'll have the 3 major essential oil blends that are in it, but for this one in particular, they did not do that. It just literally says clarity, productivity, and vision. So it tells you a little bit more about, you know, what the Focus Blend is supposed to do. And then on their website, it's literally just like almost a paragraph of just all the different essential oils that are in this blend. So those include bergamot, black pepper, caraway, cardamom, cinnamon bark, etc. And one thing that I noticed is that a lot of the essential oils within the blend itself have kind of like a minty undertone. So I think there was like peppermint in there was basil, there was kind of other ones along that line. And so when I tried it, I definitely got a lot of those notes. It definitely tastes more minty. I didn't really catch the cinnamon or black pepper or anything like that. But I think this one is mostly for, you know, obviously clarity, productivity, and vision. It's not really for the taste or necessarily the smell, where I feel like is the case with some of the other essential oil blends. It kind of is more along the sides of that, aromatherapy, where the scent actually enhances your mood, whereas this, I don't feel like that's the case necessarily. It's just kind of minty, and then those nootropics kind of kick in. So those are kind of like the basic of the specs. If you guys want more about that, I'm gonna link below the specific page that has that PDF if you really want to look through all the science, but there's a lot of research there. It's definitely dense and heavy. They really want to let people know that this is something that they put a lot of effort into, that this is something that they're really backing with science and really put the research into. So let me go ahead and jump into my results. I've been trying this over the past couple days. I tried it in the morning yesterday, just trying to wake up and record and do videos, and then I did it, you know, a couple nights prior, just really kind of brainstorming, journaling, all that kind of stuff to see if it would work in that sense as well. So one thing that I noticed is my vision was sharpened, so I thought that was really interesting. It did take about 20 minutes or so to kick in. Right when I used it, I was like, okay, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. But then as I kind of went along and I was journaling and I was writing and I was kind of on my phone doing like social media and stuff, I noticed that my vision did get more clear. I noticed that the contrast and the depth between items was more distinct. So I have a black and white carpet in my living room, as well as like you can see kind of the contrasted pillows here, and then my phone is like bright, you know, it's blue with like glitter case and all that crap. But I did notice that the difference between my journal and my phone and the carpet, that those colors did look slightly more saturated and clear and kind of a little bit more vibrant. So I thought that was interesting, but it did take some time to kick in. So if you're going to use this, definitely use it, you know, 20-30 minutes before you actually really need it to work. So if you're a student and you're about to study, or maybe if you work for a company and you're doing some kind of proposal or presentation, maybe take it like 20 to 30 minutes before and then wait and see if it kicks in. 2, more contrasted depth. I just talked about that. 3, as far as on the productivity side, I didn't really notice too much of a difference there. I still found that I was, you know, brainstorming ideas and kind of like popping to my phone every now and then, but I was aware that I was doing that. So I don't know if that makes a difference, but I feel like my productivity level was about the same. Now I talked a little bit about the taste. I feel like personally I would have liked a little bit more in the taste area, just because I feel like that's one of the reasons why I like MONQ, is that those scents and kind of aromas, they just kind of ease me into a mood, if you will. So I mean, even a slight sweetness I feel like would have made a difference in this blend for me to maybe like it a little bit more. Mint is nice, but it's just kind of like very simplistic, I feel. And number 5, one thing that I noticed, I don't know if anybody else felt this way, but I noticed for me, within like an hour of me using it, that I started feeling a little nauseous. So I don't know if that's everybody or if that's just me. I was like, okay, is it just because I didn't eat breakfast? But then the night before when I used it and I was kind of brainstorming and working and things, I felt a little bit of nausea as well. It wasn't terrible. I didn't feel like I was gonna throw up or pass out or anything. I just felt like just slightly queasy, just a little bit. So I thought that was kind of interesting. If any of you guys have experienced that, let me know. I would love to brainstorm with you guys and just see, you know, who else is feeling that way. I had Mike use it as well, and he didn't get nauseous. He didn't mention anything as far as like being lightheaded or anything like that. I mean, with certain essential oil blends, there can be some reactions. For me, I'm not naturally allergic to any of the essential oils that I saw in here, but maybe my body was just reacting a certain way. They do have a whole page on their website. If you are slightly sensitive to certain essential oils, they do tell you based on that essential oil what issues you might have. Maybe if you feel lightheaded, maybe you feel nauseous, maybe if you feel like slight irritation or whatever it may be. So maybe I just had a slight reaction, but he didn't feel anything. It was just me. Yeah, so overall, did the Focus Blend work? I would say it definitely did work. All the things that it says that it was gonna do, again, I didn't really see anything on the productivity side, but as far as clarity and vision, I definitely saw a difference there. I can definitely see this being beneficial for students, for those of you that work really, really late nights, for those of you that are maybe like a copywriter or somebody who has to really be focused on, you know, words or numbers or whatever for a long period of time. So that is my review on the Focus Blend in particular. If you guys are interested in my MONQ R review, again, I'm gonna link that all above here in that playlist. Just click that I'm gonna link a bunch of my other MONQ reviews there. And like this video if you want to see more. I'll be posting more as usual. Make sure to do well and be well, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.